His name is Marcus. He's 6 feet 4 inches, built like a tank, and has been following me everywhere for the past 3 weeks. Not hiding, not pretending, just openly following me. To class, to the coffee shop, to the gym, always 10 feet behind. When I asked my parents why they hired a bodyguard, my mother said, "You'll understand when it's time." Time for what? Your 21st birthday, 3 more weeks, then everything will make sense. Yesterday, Marcus saved my life. A car jumped the curb, headed straight for me. He pulled me back seconds before impact. The driver sped away. Marcus didn't chase them. He just looked at me and said, "It's starting earlier than they expected." What's starting? On your 21st birthday, you need to ask your parents about the contract, about what they promised, about what's coming for you. What I discovered about that contract would reveal why I've had a bodyguard my entire life, even when I didn't know it. Stay with me, because this story is about learning you were sold before you were born. Before we continue, if you've ever felt like your family was keeping life-changing secrets, hit that subscribe button right now. Your support means everything to me. And comment below. Have you ever discovered your parents made a decision about your life without your knowledge? Let's talk about it. Now back to my story. My name is Isabella Romano. I'm 20 years old, turning 21 in 3 weeks. I'm a junior at Boston University studying international business. I come from money. My family is wealthy, old money, real estate, investments. I've always had a comfortable life. But 3 weeks ago, everything changed. I woke up one Monday morning to find a large man standing outside my apartment building, arms crossed, watching my door. I texted my roommate Sarah. "There's a scary guy outside. Should we call campus security?" Already did. They said he's your personal security. Your parents hired him. What? I went outside, approached him carefully. "Excuse me? Who are you?" He was massive, probably 6 feet 4 inches, 250 pounds of pure muscle, dark hair, cold eyes. He looked like he'd been in the military. "Marcus Chen, your parents hired me to provide security." "Security from what?" "I can't disclose that information. You'll need to ask them." "Are you going to follow me around?" "Yes. Everywhere you go, I'll be approximately 10 feet behind. I won't interfere with your life unless there's a threat." "This is insane." "Your parents insisted. Take it up with them." I called my mother immediately. "Mom, there's a bodyguard outside my apartment. Why?" "Oh, good. Marcus arrived. We were worried he'd be late." "Why do I need a bodyguard?" "Protection, darling." "From what?" "We'll explain when you turn 21. Until then, just let Marcus do his job." "That's 3 weeks away. You can't just assign me a bodyguard and not explain why." "We can, and we have. Marcus is non-negotiable. He stays." She hung up before I could argue further. For the next 3 weeks, Marcus was my shadow. He followed me to class, sat in the back of lecture halls, arms crossed, watching. He followed me to coffee shops, stood outside while I studied. He followed me to the gym, waited in the lobby while I worked out. He was always there, always watching, never explaining. My friends thought it was weird. "Why do you have a bodyguard? Are you in danger?" "I don't know. My parents won't tell me." "That's so creepy. He just stares at you all day." "I know, but I can't get rid of him. He won't leave." I tried to lose him once. Ducked out a back door of my building. Took an Uber to a friend's house. He was already there when I arrived, standing on the porch, waiting. "How did you—" "GPS tracker in your phone. Your parents' orders. You can't lose me, Isabella. Don't try." After that, I stopped fighting it. Marcus was there to stay, at least until my 21st birthday. Then, yesterday, everything changed. I was walking to campus. Marcus was behind me, as usual. I'd almost gotten used to having him there. I was crossing the street when I heard tires screeching. A black SUV jumped the curb, headed straight for me, fast. I froze. Couldn't move. Couldn't think. Suddenly, Marcus was there. He grabbed me, pulled me backward. We hit the ground hard. The SUV missed me by inches, sped away down the street. Marcus was on his feet immediately, helping me up, checking me for injuries. Are you hurt? No, I don't think so. What just happened? Someone tried to kill you. What? He was scanning the street, looking for threats. His hand was inside his jacket, on a weapon. We need to get you somewhere safe. Now. He practically carried me back to my apartment. Once inside, he locked the door, closed the blinds, pulled out his phone. This is Chen. Target was just attacked. Black SUV, no plates visible, driver unknown. Target is unharmed. He was talking to someone, reporting the incident. Understood. Yes, I'll maintain position. They'll need to move up the timeline. He hung up and looked at me. Pack a bag. You're moving to a safe house until your birthday. I'm not going anywhere until you tell me what's going on. Marcus sat down. For the first time since I'd met him, he looked genuinely concerned. I can't tell you everything, but I can tell you this. Someone wants you dead, and my job is to make sure they don't succeed until your 21st birthday. Why my 21st birthday? What happens then? On your 21st birthday, you need to ask your parents about the contract, about what they promised, about what's coming for you. What contract? I can't say more, but Isabella, this is serious. That wasn't a random accident. That was a professional hit attempt, and it won't be the last. Who wants me dead? I don't know. That information is above my pay grade. I was just hired to protect you until your birthday. After that, he trailed off. After that, what? I don't know, but you need to talk to your parents. Today, demand answers, because it's starting earlier than they expected. I called my parents, told them what happened, demanded they come to Boston immediately. They arrived that evening. We met at their hotel suite. Marcus stood outside the door. Someone just tried to kill me, I said as soon as I walked in, and you're going to tell me why, right now. My father poured himself a drink. My mother sat on the couch, looking older than I'd ever seen her. Sit down, Isabella, my father said. No, I'll stand. Start talking. My mother spoke first. When you were born, we made a decision we thought was necessary at the time. But now, what decision? We made a contract, my father said, with a family, a very powerful family. We owed them money, a lot of money, more than we could ever repay. How much? $15 million. Your grandfather had gambling debts, made bad investments. By the time he died, our family was ruined. We would have lost everything. The Castellano family offered us a deal, my mother continued. They would forgive the debt, give us additional money to rebuild, in exchange for what? Your hand in marriage, my father said quietly, to their son, Antonio Castellano. I felt like I'd been punched. You sold me? To pay off a debt? It's not like that. It's exactly like that. You promised me to some stranger when I was a baby. You weren't even born yet, my mother whispered. I was pregnant with you. We were desperate. We signed the contract before you were born. And you never thought to mention this to me? In 20 years? The contract stipulates that on your 21st birthday you're to marry Antonio. We thought we'd have time to prepare you, to explain. But what? Antonio's father died 6 months ago, my father said. Antonio inherited everything, including the contract, and he's decided to enforce it. He wants to marry me? Yes, but not everyone is happy about it. Antonio has enemies, business rivals, people who want to hurt him, and the best way to hurt him is to kill you before the marriage. So someone is trying to kill me to prevent a wedding that I never agreed to? Yes. And you hired Marcus to keep me alive until you could hand me over to this Antonio person? We hired Marcus to keep you safe, my mother said. We never wanted you in danger. But you're okay with forcing me into an arranged marriage? The contract is legally binding, my father said. If we break it, we forfeit everything. Our home, our business, everything. We'd be ruined, and the Castellanos would come after us. So you'd rather sacrifice me? We're trying to find a way out, my mother insisted. Our lawyers are looking for loopholes, but so far, the contract is ironclad. What happens if I refuse? What if I just don't marry him? Then the contract is void, but the consequences fall on us, and possibly on you. The Castellanos are not people you cross lightly. Who are they? Mafia? Not officially, but they have connections, power. They're dangerous. I sat down, feeling dizzy. So for the past 3 weeks, someone has been trying to kill me to prevent a wedding I didn't know about. And you hired a bodyguard but didn't tell me why because we didn't want to scare you, my father said. We thought we could handle it quietly, get you to your 21st birthday safely, then explain everything and hope you'd understand. Understand? I'm 20 years old. This is insane. We know, my mother said, crying now. We know it's insane. We've regretted this decision every day for 20 years. But we were drowning in debt. Your grandfather's mistakes were going to destroy us. We thought we were making a sacrifice for the family. You sacrificed me. Yes, and we're sorry. But Isabella, we need you to cooperate. Just until your birthday. Then we'll figure out what to do. 2 days later, my parents arranged a meeting. Antonio wants to meet you before the wedding. I'm not marrying him. Just meet him, hear what he has to say. The meeting was at an expensive restaurant, private room, security everywhere. Marcus brought me, stayed by my side the entire time. Antonio Castellano was not what I expected. He was young, maybe 27, handsome in a cold, calculated way, expensive suit, careful manners. Isabella, finally, I've wanted to meet you for years. I'm sure you have, since you apparently own me. He smiled. I don't own you. We have a contract. Same thing. Not quite. Please sit. Let's talk. I sat. Marcus stood behind my chair. I know this is difficult, Antonio said. I know you didn't choose this. Neither did I, actually. Your family made the contract. My father made the contract, before I was born. He arranged my entire life before I could even speak. Do you know how that feels? Pretty well, actually. Then you understand. We're both victims of our parents' decisions. So let's just cancel the contract. Walk away. I wish it were that simple. But my father's associates expect this marriage. It's been promised for 20 years. If I back out, I look weak, unreliable. That gets people killed in my world. And if I back out? Your family is ruined, and you'll have made an enemy of people you don't want as enemies. So we're both trapped. We are. But Isabella, I have a proposal. I'm listening. Marry me, in name only. We go through with the ceremony, fulfill the contract. But after that, you live your life. I live mine. We maintain appearances publicly, but privately, you're free. Why would you agree to that? Because I don't believe in forced marriage. Because my father's associates care about appearances, not reality. Because I'd rather have a cooperative business partner than a resentful wife. Business partner? The marriage merges our families, opens doors, creates opportunities. You'd have access to resources, connections. You could build your own empire if you wanted. Or I could just refuse and take my chances. You could. But someone is trying to kill you. Multiple attempts in the past week. My security team has stopped 3 of them that you don't even know about. I looked at Marcus. He nodded. It's true. There have been more attempts. If you marry me, Antonio continued, you become family, protected, untouchable. The attempts will stop because killing you would be killing me. And if I don't? Then the attempts continue. And eventually, one will succeed. Because whoever wants you dead has unlimited resources and patience. Who is it? Who's trying to kill me? We don't know. Could be my business rivals. Could be someone with a grudge against your family. Could be someone who doesn't want our families united. We're investigating. I sat back, looked at this stranger who I was apparently supposed to marry. Give me time to think. You have 1 week, until your birthday. Then the contract takes effect, whether you've decided or not. I spent the next week in a safe house, Marcus and 3 other guards rotating shifts. My parents visited daily, begging me to cooperate. Just marry him. It's the only way to keep everyone safe. Safe? I wouldn't need protection if you hadn't sold me in the first place. We know. We're sorry. But this is where we are. Please, Isabella. I researched Antonio Castellano, found articles, photos. He was legitimate businessman, real estate, investments, but with rumors of organized crime connections. I talked to Marcus. What do you think I should do? I think you should survive. That's priority one. That's not an answer. It's the only answer that matters. These people trying to kill you, they won't stop. Marry him or don't, but understand the consequences either way. You've done this before? Protect people in situations like this? I've protected people from all kinds of threats, but this is unique. I've never seen someone so determined to kill a target before it's even clear who benefits. What do you mean? Usually there's a clear motive: money, power, revenge. But in your case, killing you doesn't benefit anyone. It just prevents the marriage. So who gains from preventing the marriage? I don't know. Neither do I, and that's what worries me. On my 21st birthday, I made my decision. I met Antonio at City Hall. Small ceremony, just paperwork. Marcus was there, my parents, Antonio's lawyer. We signed the documents, became husband and wife, in name only. Thank you, Antonio said afterward. I know this wasn't what you wanted. It wasn't what either of us wanted. True, but we'll make the best of it. You have my protection now. No one will touch you. And the attempts, will they stop? They already have. The contract is fulfilled. Whoever was trying to kill you has failed. You're safe now. But I wasn't safe. 2 days after the wedding, someone tried again. I was leaving the safe house with Marcus when shots rang out. Multiple shooters, professional. Marcus threw me to the ground, returned fire. 2 of Antonio's guards engaged the attackers. When it was over, 3 attackers were dead, 1 captured. Antonio arrived minutes later, furious. What the hell? The contract is fulfilled. Why are they still coming after her? The captured attacker was interrogated, and what he revealed changed everything. We weren't trying to kill her, the man said. We were trying to kidnap her. For who? Antonio demanded. For her brother. I felt cold. I don't have a brother. You do. Luca Romano, your father's illegitimate son. He wants what's his. I turned to my father. He'd gone pale. Dad? I had a son, before I met your mother, with another woman. I paid her to keep quiet, to never contact us. You have another son? I thought he was taken care of. I didn't know he'd grown up resenting me, resenting you. What does he want? Antonio asked the attacker. Everything. The Romano fortune. But the marriage to you made Isabella untouchable. So he's been trying to eliminate her. If she dies, he's the only heir. So it was never about preventing the marriage, I said. It was about inheritance. Your brother has been planning this for years, the attacker continued. He's the one who pushed for your grandfather's gambling debts, who made sure your family was desperate, who connected your father to the Castellanos. He orchestrated the entire contract? My mother gasped. Yes, he wanted to force your daughter into a marriage that would make her vulnerable, isolated, easier to kill. But the marriage protected me instead, I said. He didn't anticipate that Antonio would actually protect you. He thought once you were married, Antonio would tire of you, let his guard down. That's when Luca planned to strike. Antonio pulled out his phone. Find Luca Romano. Bring him to me. It took 3 days, but Antonio's people found Luca. He'd been hiding in Europe, planning his next move. He was brought back to face charges: attempted murder, conspiracy, multiple counts. My father was devastated. I had no idea. I thought I'd protected everyone by keeping him secret. You created a monster, I said. A son who grew up knowing he was unwanted, who watched his sister have everything he was denied. What happens now? My mother asked. Now I build my own life, I said. I'm married to Antonio, for better or worse, but it's going to be on my terms. I looked at Antonio. You offered me a business partnership, I accept, but I want real involvement, real decisions. not just being a trophy wife. He nodded. Agreed. You've proven you're tougher than I expected. I could use that. And Marcus stays. Marcus stays. I'm Isabella Romano Castellano. I'm 21 years old. I was sold into marriage before I was born to pay my family's debts. But I'm not a victim. I'm a survivor. My brother tried to kill me. My parents sacrificed me. But I'm still here. And now, with Antonio's resources and Marcus's protection, I'm building something new, something mine. Sometimes, the contract we're forced into becomes the foundation for something we choose. I didn't choose this marriage, but I'm choosing what comes next. And no one, not Luca, not my parents, not anyone, gets to write my story but me. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.